a new file browser has been created in xschem. To enable this new file browser, you need to set this variable to 1. By default it is not enabled, so if you don't do anything, xschem for now will start with the traditional file browser. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's open xschem with a couple of files, and let's press Ctrl O to load a new file, and this new file browser is now shown, this one. As usual, you have a list of directories. This is the list of directories you have in your xschem library path, and if you click on a directory, you will see in this list box the list of files. Okay, there is also some help, so if you hold the mouse on the buttons, you will see a short explanation about what they do, and especially for the list box you see a description of the directory list box and a description of the file list box. For the files, if you double click on a schematic, you will load the schematic in the current window. If you shift double click a schematic, you will load in a new window. We will see this soon. If you double click on a symbol, you will place the symbol. You will not open, but you will place the symbol in the current window. And if you shift double click on a symbol, you will load the symbol itself into a new window, so you can edit the symbol. Let's try this out. So for example, let's double click this file. It will load into this active window. However, if I shift double click this schematic, it will open a new window. Okay, let's see now symbols. If I double click this symbol, it will insert the symbol into this active window. I can switch the window. For example, I can double click this symbol, and it will place the symbol into the secondary window. Okay, however, if I shift double click a symbol, a new window is opened with the symbol, so I can edit the symbol. Okay, one useful function is the search function. If I want to search for schematics that contain the word NMOS, I can click search. It will find all schematics containing the word NMOS. These ones are in the devices directory. I can click next to select the next one, and if I click next another time, it will continue to search matching files into other directories, and it will do this for all the directories that are present in your search path. Example, this is the last one. You can navigate through all your files containing a keyword, as well as an extension if you want. Extension is this default to search schematics, symbols, or TCL generators. You can change this if you want. But I think this is very useful. You can clear the search pattern, and you can also navigate manually by clicking the libraries and see only the matching files. Another useful function is the Edit Library Path button here. It allows you to edit the search path. For example, I can delete all this. Let's say I want to delete some directories, for example these ones. Okay, and they will disappear from my search path. I can edit again and set the original library paths. For example, I have a copy here. Let's paste here. I can restore the previous list of paths. You can also change the number of subdirectories to explore below the individual directories listed here. If I set this to 1, you see xschem library is a directory which contains subdirectories, and the subdirectories contain xschem files. In this case, all the subdirectories containing schematics will be shown, so you can navigate into this subdirectory. If you place a symbol from a subdirectory, as you see, it will be inserted in the schematic with the subdirectory name followed by the symbol name. Not the full path, only the additional paths needed to fully qualify the symbol from this base library. In blue, you see the libraries defined into the search paths, these ones. And in black, you see the additional subdirectories which are explored by xschem. You can increase this. If you set this back to 0, you only see the base directories. I think this is a very clean way. And if you want to save in a different directory which is not present here, you should first add the directory here. This is a very clean way to ensure your schematic will not contain absolute paths into the symbol references. Because if you add the symbol which is not in the search path, xschem will need to set the full path name of the component instead of the relative path name, this one. Okay, so if you want to save or load additional directories, first add the directory here and then you go. Another interesting function is if you change the project into one window. For example, let's empty this schematic and switch to the Sky130 PDK. I have this menu here which basically sets the search path to a different list of directories you see here. So I can work on Sky130 in this window and on the standard xschem examples in this window. And as I switch between one window and the next one, you see the library path is updated automatically. For example, if I go in this window, I can go into the test directory and load the top level file and work in Sky130. Anytime I switch to this window to this one, the search path is updated accordingly. So you cannot mix components from different PDKs or different projects into different windows. This is another measure to ensure you are doing a clean schematic design. I think this new file browser is a very useful tool. You can leave this browser open all the time, or close it. You simply call it by calling file chooser, and you can leave it open all the time because it just sends messages to the xschem window. It does not interfere. You can work, run simulation, edit schematics by leaving this open or not. It's you decide what to do. And you can also, and if you want this window to be always on top, you can click this item here, so it will be always on top of the active window. And that's it. I think it's a very useful tool. We need to do some testing, but I think it's a clean implementation. And especially the search function is very useful if you need to search for your schematics. And also, it does not allow you to go outside the list of directories. If you want to go outside or create a new directory, first add the directory into the search paths here, and then you go. This ensures your design will be clean without absolute paths in the schematics, because all the libraries you use are known to xschem, and this should be set then in your xschemrc file, and this ensures you will have a portable design. Thank you.